let's talk a little bit about the relationship between culture of the team and the culture of the customers and that experience together. Because there's a theory that you've spoken about before about, I don't know, was it squeezing pennies or like squeezing the last 10 cents out of people
Yeah.
and what that ends up happening to your business and how it affects the customers. Can you talk to us a little bit about that?
Yeah. I can't believe you remember that.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's squeezing their last 10 cents. And I worked I was a financial analyst, and I took care of a lot of P&Ls. And what I realized was when I was working with these store owners, that they were just hell bent on this profit number, squeezing every little thing. Like we were like, we used to squeeze like, okay, I remember when I used to work at my company, that the Sparklets delivery,
Hmm.
they didn't pay for that. We had to pay for it. I'm like, really, for Sparklets delivery? Like I'm paying $4 a month for Sparklets, right? And so like there's this theory that that I kind of came up with, is squeezing the last 10 cents is like, in your business, there comes a point where you squeeze so hard that it starts to negatively affect your business and your culture. Whereas if they just paid for my water, that $4 a month, I would probably be double productive, So it's almost like you have to be careful, and you have to like that last 10 cents is like, don't squeeze the living crud out of, your like your numbers are there, they're important. Yes, you have
Yeah.
to be profitable. Yes, you know, but to some extent you start working it in reverse, where you
Mhm.
squeeze so hard that it starts to hurt, and you start to hurt your brand. And I think a lot of people just look at the bank account and they get stuck. But brand is a big thing, growing your business is a big thing. If we were to start squeezing, which I think we've never squeezed diddly squat,
Yeah. Yeah.
everything's plump, so, but if we start squeezing, we could cut fat everywhere, right?
Yeah.
But I don't think it's necessary. I think there's a line that you have to understand, that, okay, this is not squeezing, this is not you making profit, this is you investing back into your company, your brand, your people, your customers. And you might not see it today, but I guarantee you'll see it tomorrow,
Mhm.
because MakerFlo has been here for 5 years, and the people that work for MakerFlo have been here for more than 5 years.
Yeah.
And we have customers that have been with us for more than 5 years. So I think it's a testament that you don't have to, you know, be uber profitable,
Yeah.
right? As fast as money comes in, it goes out. And I think you and I know that very well, right?
Yeah.
And if you don't pay attention to what you've built and what you're growing, man, you get taken out.
Yeah, I could only imagine your mindset when you saw that $4 deduction from your paycheck for Sparklet's water.
Oh, you think it's a deduction? No, 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 no.
What?
We had to call Sparklets and make our own delivery. It wasn't even, they didn't even took it as a deduction. We had to actually set a water delivery to the 7th floor of the building ourselves.
Wow.
Yeah.
That just changes, like, the whole mindset of the team. It's like, "Wow, they're really gonna squeeze us this hard? Well, yeah, wait, watch me what I'm gonna do to you,"
Yeah.
And it starts working reverse, like you said, now your team's turning against you.
Do you know what happened? I took 8 coffee breaks
So
for a
you took
$4.
every break possible,
I took every break
to
possible.
the max extent of time.
Have you ever peed for 4 minutes or 5 minutes? I don't need to, but I can. No, well, I was 17 years old, right? And so that hurt. I'm like, really, $4 for, you're gonna take water, and I have to figure out the water myself.
Yeah.
And then I took every opportunity to not work. And of course, I was immature back then, and things have changed, and I'm not like that anymore. But it does feel which way. And then when you don't get raises, and then see, every little thing that's good, that I was talking about earlier, little things add up to make big good. Well, little things that you don't take care of add up to make a big bad. It
Yeah.
works both ways,
Yeah.
right? So when you don't give me a raise, now, and I got to pay for water. Now I got to do this. Now I got to do that. It just adds up and makes it worse.
It's like, as a business owner, I feel what came to my mind is when you pinch a penny, you're gonna lose a dollar.
Mm,
Pinch pennies, lose dollars, because
yeah,
if you're taking away all those perks from your team, they're gonna try to get one over you, and they're gonna start costing you dollars.
yeah,
So that's the whole other side of the game is, well, let's give our team everything
yeah,
so that our team can have that positive attitude, so they can be good, do good, and spread good.
yeah,
So stop pinching pennies, everybody.
yeah. Well, stop pinching pennies and stop just looking at the dollars.
Mhm.
You gotta look at you gotta focus on your culture. You gotta focus on your why. You gotta focus on your brand, and you gotta focus on whether you're just doing it for you
Yeah.
or whether you're doing it for the community.
Well, you know where this comes into play too is we talked a little about hiring, but just to double back to the hiring part is we've never hired solely just on money, you know? Because we have all these awesome perks. It's like, guys, really think about all the things that we're offering you.
Yeah,
If you really calculate everything we give, you know, the gym membership, Dr. K, health insurance, free food, paid lunches. You get to go home an hour early because you're getting a paid break. You know, all these things. It adds up. So it's a way that we hire, and it's like if you're concerned about money and making the most money ever, then maybe MakerFlo is not for you.
yeah.
You know, that's kind of culture that we've established is we want people to enjoy coming here and not be so concerned on the dollars.
Yeah, and, yeah, I think we calculated it, last year with, Vinny, and I think it came out to something like, it's like 14 or $15,000 per year in added perks. And so, yeah, I mean, I hope the team enjoys it,
Mhm.
because it is truly for them. Like, we don't have to do Dr. K and all that. It's just literally a straight expense for you and I, but we really want everyone to want to have a good experience while you're here, while they're kind of here. But yeah, I think at the end of the day, all this stuff, I just really hope that all these little things, all these perks, this culture, I hope the customers really feel it every time they interact with us. Every time they interact
Mhm.
with a team member, whether it's Sam on social media, whether it's Danny on the live, whether it's Mel at customer service, whether it's you and I on the phone, whether it's Moose on the phone, and we really hope that these little things add up, they're instilled, and then in the worst or the best of times, that culture really comes through.
Mhm.
So I think that's
Is
that's
that your takeaway?
I think so. I
Yeah.
think I think in the long run that and I think I really want people to understand that it's not a 5-second solution.
Yeah.
It takes time. You have to build it, right? And if you build it right, right, and you stick to the guns, then it's instilled. Once it's instilled, right? Once that culture is instilled in everybody, then it just automatically comes out when it needs to come out, right?
Mhm.
And you don't have to force it.
Yeah.
And I think that's like one of the most important points here.
Yeah. I think for me, my takeaway is that the culture is your competitive advantage as a business. It's not just a hiring perk, right? When we look at MakerFlo, we're competitively advantage over other businesses and other competitors because we have no turnover. We have a waiting list of people that want to come work here. Our team members don't go anywhere. Our team members do what's right when nobody's looking because of the culture that we've instilled. And I think that's one of the biggest competitive advantages we have. So we're trusting our team that they're going to do what's right when nobody's looking. So I bet you anything, you know, they're going to package the order right every time. You know, if they got the wrong item, they're going to do what's right and put that item back and get the right item. They're going to pick up trash on the warehouse floor when they see it. They're going to do these little things that add up to big things and to eventually, essentially, savings for the business because we're treating them right. They're going to treat the company right as well.
Yeah.
So it goes all the way around to this competitive advantage that it's just fun doing. You know, it's fun having these advantages. Like, who doesn't want to splurge on their team? You know, when it's going to help the business grow and it's going to take care of their customers. And I think that's my takeaway.
Yeah. Yeah. I think I agree. I hope everyone else feels that way.
Yeah.
We're over here talking about this, but I really hope that well, I really hope that the team feels that way, and I really hope that the customers like you guys out there, when you interact with us, I hope you get the cordialness, and I hope everyone sees that Maker Flow is like a good place to be and hang out with and interact with. And like that,
Mhm.
at the end of the day, this whole hour is just literally I think that's like the end point of it.
Mhm.
We're hoping that MakerFlo is a brand that you enjoy, you believe, you trust. We're transparent. I hope that you trust. Like I think the big thing for me is you trust.
Yeah.
And then you end up relying on and hopefully and trusting that we help you grow.